Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Checking out the new stream for Game 7, the semifinal or pool semifinal championship game. Making sure we have audio going on YouTube. All right, fans tuning in for the semifinal game here. It'll be Beresford versus Sioux Falls Christian. I've been told that West Central won the Field 2 pool, so they are hanging around, resting up, and waiting to take on the winner of this game. We finished, so I'm told in about 10 minutes they're going to look to get this game going, so around 8:20, 8:25. We'll play this game between Beresford and Sioux Falls Christian. The winner will take on West Central for the opening day indoor championship. We'll be back in a short bit. All right, fans, welcome back. Watchdogs.live, Dogbone Entertainment, Game 7 of 8 that we played here on Field 1 and covered by Dogbone Entertainment, Watchdogs.live. These are 5-inning games. Yep, semifinal, the pool games, the pool championships, and the actual championship are 5-inning games. The original pool games were 7-inning games. Make sure everybody that was getting 2 games got full 2-inning or full 7-inning games. Now as we kind of advance into 8:20 p.m. and these pool championships and then the actual championship, these are and were scheduled to be 5-inning games. West Central has won the championship out of Field 2, so they're hanging around for the champion out of this Field 1. Sioux Falls Christian will be the visitor on the scoreboard. First up to bat is O'Neill, the shortstop. Pitching is Riley Lorvik, and catching is Ivy Kaiser. First pitch from Lorvik to O'Neill is a strike. It's 2, no balls, 2 strikes O'Neill. Sioux Falls Christian playing back-to-back here. They come off fresh. Watchdogs did have a chance to rest, so, I mean, you look at it 2 different ways. Swinging, strike 3, so Lorvik with a strikeout to get things started here against O'Neill for the first out in the top of the first. Brings up Nelson. She had a big hit or a couple big hits in that last pool play game against Arlington. So she comes in kind of hot with the bat. Center fielder for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Watches the first one from Lorvik. Strike. Rain is pounding hard on the dome roof here at the American State Bank Sports Complex in Sioux Center. Just coming down on the roof. Shot over to Harley Koth. She fields it and sends it to Kaylee Iverson at first base. Slaps all around, so the 4-3 put out is a quick out number 2. Brings up Van Santen, and she is going to be playing third base, wearing number 1. Lorvik working very efficiently here, throwing strikes. Throws another one there. Oh, sorry, fans. Get you on the right camera view. Throws another strike that Van Santen fouls off of the dome wall and puts over into the Beresford dugout area. Strike 3 called. Strikeout for Lorvik, her second of the game. Retires Van Santen, so 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2, 3 down for the Chargers. We'll swap sides of the half inning here. We'll be right back with the Watchdogs at bat. Good fans, welcome back to the opening day kickoff for 2025 South Dakota girls softball, taking place in Sioux Center, Iowa. The rain is just coming down hard on the dome roof at this time in Sioux Center. No way ball would have been played outside today, so great opportunity for the Beresford School District to organize this indoor tournament and the teams that are participating to realize there's a cost to do that. chipping in to make this thing happen, and all the fans that showed up today. We had a good crowd early on, a nice day to be here versus outside, so we appreciate everybody's support to get this thing up and going. Pitching for Sioux Falls Christian is Roskup. Catching for the Chargers is Dittman. She's caught the earlier 2 games, so this is her 3rd game catching. Leadoff batter for the Watchdogs is number 20, center fielder Reese Olson. Watches that one outside. Chopper back to the pitcher. Going to get a play at first. Good put out by the Watchdog pitcher Roskup. So Reese Olson is retired with the 1-3 put out. Brings up Keely Merrigan. Been playing shortstop today, wearing number 16. That pitch is high from Roskup. Pitch inside and up by the chin. 2 balls, no strikes to Keely Merrigan, the senior. Pitch is low, so now 3 balls and no strikes to Keely Merrigan. Had this count earlier. Ball high. She's going to take a base on balls. Brings up her sister, Kennedy Merrigan, the right fielder, wearing number 13. Coach Storo gives a call out to everybody. Roskup delivers one that Merrigan can get a hold of. It goes foul, so immediately dead. Strike 1 to Kennedy Merrigan. Fouls another one over the home dugout. All right, Watchdog bench throws it into first base. They get it into Roskup. So now Kennedy Merrigan, no balls and 2 strikes. Gonna have to protect the plate. 1 down, bottom of first. That one, good pitch from Roskup. Merrigan just got a smallest piece of it and fouled it back to the fence. Good looking pitch coming down the middle. Sioux Falls Christian coach calls out the pitch selection they want in a 3-digit sequence. Shot going towards the short. Going to try to get the out at first. Ball was dropped. I don't know if the foot was pulled, but the ball was dropped. Keely is caught in the pickle. Chance that she can run back. She's going to go and now slide into third. She's in there. Kennedy rounds second. Obstruction arm, left arm of official Nate Beeler is up. Time is now called, so Keely Merrigan taunted him into a pickle play there. She gets him to throw back to second, and she goes full force into third. Kennedy Merrigan on the fielders, or excuse me, on the air on the thrower catch. I'm not sure what happened there. And then she went and took second. So now runners on second and third, 1 out, brings up the DP, number 19, Capri Molinex. She likes that right center field gap, and the center fielder is shading left, so if she can get something out in there, this bodes well for her. So far today, she's put a couple out in that right center field area. Big gap in right center. Fouls that one back out of play. No balls, 2 strikes against Capri Molinex. Just outside, really close. Capri was out on her toes, kind of looking at that one, just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch is high, so now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to the senior Capri Molinix. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Good looking pitch. Capri Molinix strikes out looking. Roskup gets her first strikeout of the game. Brings up number 14, Harley Koth, the second baseman. She's looking for a little contact, just something in a gap. Brings in 2. That pitch is a little bit high, maybe inside, but for sure high. Gets a hold of it, out to right field. It's over the head. That's going to score 2. Koth rounding first, going to second. She's going to turn and go 3. Coach is waving her. Ball is loose. That's a 3. No, coach is going to stop her there at third. So stand-up triple. Big hit for Harley Koth. Way to deliver when a shot was needed. Triple from Harley Koth with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Keely Merrigan comes around to score. Kennedy Merrigan comes around to score. That shot from Harley Koth clears the right fielder's head and rolls out to the fence. Koth was cooking around the bases. Coach was initially sending her, and then the ball got free, and he eventually just put up the stop sign at the last minute. Okay, Sioux Falls Christian takes a quick mound visit here to get the infield kind of gathered up and what they're planning to do here. Up to bat, number 25, Kaylee Iverson, the first baseman. Strike 1 called. Gets a hold of that one, fouls it back off of the wall. No balls and 2 strikes. That ball is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, so Watchdogs will be sent aside here, but not before they can get 2 runs in. So Watchdogs 2, Sioux Falls Christian Chargers 0 after 1 complete. We head to the top of the second inning. All right, fans, welcome back. Top of the second inning. Sioux Falls Christian, their 4-hole hitter here, number 22, Blanchard, first baseman. Looking at Lorovic, takes one up high, ball 1. I believe that might possibly be Lorovic's first ball thrown here in this game. Just inside, so now 2 balls and no strikes. Good cut there from Blanchard. Fouls that off of the dome wall. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Lorvik addressing Blanchard. Another foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count to Blanchard here in the top of the 2nd inning. Again, a 5-inning game here, these last 2 games. So this Pool A and Pool C championship is 5 innings. And then the winner will take on West Central, and that'll be a 5-inning game as well. Blanchard fouls another one down the first baseline. Foul out of play. Count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count now to Blanchard, leading off the top of the 2nd inning. That pitch is high. Ball 4. Announcer's curse. Blanchard with a base on balls. Brings up number 8, Dittman, the catcher. Swinging strike. That's Dittman making contact, fouling back hard off of the dome roof. Rain has let off. It might still be sprinkling outside, but it is not pounding down on the dome roof any longer. Just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch there from Lorvik. Went off speed and rung up a K against Dittman. So first out of the inning, 3rd K of the game so far for Lorvik. Reitz, left-handed hitter, 2nd baseman, wearing number 11. Gets her first look at Lorvik. Strike 1 swinging. That pitch just a little outside. Again, 5-inning game here. Winner of this game will take on Sioux Falls Christian for the opening day Dome Tournament Bat Trophy. Reitz takes another ball. Swinging, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on first. That ball is low, fills it up here, full count. Blanchard took Lorvik, full count, drew the base on balls. Reitz is now full count. Delivery from Lorvik, fouled it off. Right into the hands of the home plate umpire. Mike Moran behind the plate for this game. Strike 3, good job by Lorvik delivering that pitch. Froze Reitz. That's 4 Ks on the game. 2nd out of the inning brings up number 3, Connell. She's the right fielder. So now 2 outs, runner on first. Connell up to bat. Lorvik sends one high. Good contact there by Connell, getting a piece of it, sending it foul down the first base fence line. Hit the fence post, ricocheted back over by the pitcher. Connell now with the 1-1. Off speed, going to go to Keely Merrigan, going to get the lead runner for the third out. Nice job there by the defense, getting over there and getting in front of it. So that is a 6-4 put out for the third out of the inning. So after 1.5, it's Watchdogs 2. Did you get that one, D? All right, let's see. Let's pops back up here. We'll let this thing play out. Chopper, toss over. Good work. Nice. All right, after 1.5 complete, Watchdogs 2, Sioux Falls Christian Chargers 0. Due up for the Watchdogs will be the catcher, number 24, Ivy Kaiser, Taven Valder, and Ashlyn Olson. We'll be right back after this break. Good one. Ivy Kaiser up to bat. She's the catcher. She watches the first one called strike. Gets a hold of it. That's going to get down the left field line. Off the glove of the left fielder. Kaiser rounding second. She's going to go and look at 3. No, stand-up double from Ivy Kaiser to the applause of her teammates. Good way to get this thing let off. Just off the outstretched arms. I could just lean back in my chair enough to see the left fielder. Go off the tip of her glove and go into the corner. Ivy Kaiser is the catcher, so she will get a courtesy runner. That looks like number 4, Harper Olson, out there as the courtesy runner for the catcher. Let's get back to a view behind home plate here. Up to bat, the speedster, number 1, Taven Valder, the left fielder. Gets the bunt down. She's going to go 1, see where they get the play. She just rounds it, goes straight to second as nobody's there. Harper Olson comes in and scores. Make sure she touches. She goes back. Heck of a play. Valder is on a bunt. They're making the play at first. She just rounds first, goes right to second because she sees nobody's there. Heck of a play by Taven. Run scores for the Watchdogs. Again, that was the Ivy Kaiser double. Courtesy runner for the catcher, Harper Olson. Taven Valder with a bunt single, and she takes second. That one's going to foul back out of play. It's Ashlyn Olson. So let's get Taven down here. She had a bunt single, stole second, and Ashlyn Olson 1 strike against her. So Watchdogs now 3, Sioux Falls Christian 0. Ashlyn turns around and shows bunt and then pulls it back, and the pitch from Roskup goes to the net. Valder then takes third. So now Valder on third, no outs. Ashlyn Olson with, I believe, a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2 looking. One ball, 2 strikes. That pitch is high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Roskup delivers. Olson fouls that one back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another one fouled back behind home plate. That pitch is up high. Good hold by Ashlyn Olson. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. No outs, runner on third. Rosk up to deliver. That pitch is high. Ashlyn Olson, base on balls. Let's see if she stops or if she goes and just turns it. Nope, just going to stop at first. Timeout, Sioux Falls Christian. Going to make another mound visit. That'd be their second visit. Roskop gets the high 5. Going to hand the ball off. Just going to change some positions around, I believe, in the field. Looks like holding the ball is number 1, Van Santen. We've seen her throw a little bit earlier as well. So Ashlyn Olson on first, Taven Valder on third, no outs. Brings up the top of the lineup, center fielder Reese Olson. She hit into a 1-3 put out in the start of the ball game, so the bottom of the first inning. With no outs, we won't be surprised if Reese has given a signal to hold here at least for one pitch and see if Ashlyn Olson can take second. Again, with no outs, that would take the force off. Assistant volunteer coach Sydney Nelson leaning in, talking to Ashlyn Olson in the ear. Ashlyn turning around, talking to her. Umpire grabs his face mask and gets repositioned here. So at the plate, number 20, Reese Olson, the center fielder. No outs. Runner at first and third. Turn around, signal bunt, pull back. Catcher does drop the bunt attempt. It was pulled back. Ashlyn Olson does take second. So now runners at second and third. No balls, 1 strike. So she pulled back, but it was a strike. Fouls that back up off the roof. So now no balls and 2 strikes to Reese Olson. No outs, runners in scoring position, second and third. Van Santen. Pitch just outside. Van Santen's delivery is just a little unique than others. Typically come together and kind of keep their hand a little more in the glove. She does have to come together and pause. She does, and then she takes it right back out and starts her delivery or pitch. That is called foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes remains the count to the left-handed hitting Reese Olson. Off speed, Reese kind of got out in the front foot, held back enough to at least get contact on it and foul it off, stay alive for another pitch here. That pitch is low. So a count of 0-2. Reese works it into a 3-2 now. Get no outs, runners on second and third. Full count. Gets a hold of that one and fouls that back. Foul out of play. Van Santen looks, delivers. Reese Olson fouls that one back right in front of Darren and I. The at-bat continues here. That one off the handle. Reese pulls the arms in, fights it off, and sends it over to the Sioux Falls Christian team area. That is a ball 4, so way to run that one out, Reese. Down 0-2, she had to give up a strike to hold on the bunt to get the runner over to third. Picked up the second one, gets a little treat from Coach Sydney Nelson, nods her head, smiles. Bases loaded now for Keely Merrigan. Dead ball, caught her foot, so called dead. She'll get first base. Taven Valder will come in to score, and the others will advance. So Keely Merrigan, one pitch, hit by pitch. That takes Valder in to score. That takes Ashlyn Olson to third. Reese Olson to second. Brings up sister Kennedy Merrigan. Pitch inside. Ball 1. Late decision there from Kennedy to get a swing on it. Just makes enough contact to foul it back. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the freshman Kennedy Merrigan, right fielder. Oh, fouled that one back off the wall and went in the trash can. Ah, there's a good teammate. Reach in that garbage can and pull that game ball back out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kennedy Merrigan. Got a hold of that one. Going to get down, get by the center fielder. That's going to bring in 3 runs. It might bring in 4. Ashlyn Olson across, Reese Olson across. Keely Merrigan will play at the plate. Good job by Sioux Falls Christian getting it in. Got it to Dittman, the catcher. Maybe could have been there in time, just couldn't quite field it clearly. But freshman Kennedy Merrigan gets one to hop by the center fielder. Going to bring her over to third base. Drives in again, Ashlyn Olson. Reese Olson, not sisters, and Keely Merrigan from first base. Up to bat, number 19, the DP, Capri Molinix. Gets it right up the gap, that right center gap. Going to drive in a run, RBI single for Capri Molinix. Nice job, Capri. Okay, Capri is going to have a substitution. That's number 15, Kate Dagan. Kate will be running in that DP role, or the 5th slot, or excuse me, the 4th slot in the batting lineup. We'll see what he decides to do later, if he re-enters Capri or if he leaves Kate in to hit in that spot when the 4th position comes up again. Up to bat, Harley Koth. Strike 1 called. Harley with the big triple in the first inning that drove in 2 runs. She swung on that one. Check swing she was trying to hold back but came around. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Harley Koth. Was a dropped 3rd strike. There's no out, so she is out. Kate Dagan goes around first and goes to second. So the batter is out. Nice job of Harley going to first anyways. Drew some attention and allowed Kate to move around to third. So Harley Koth strikes out for the first out of the inning. Brings up Kaylee Iverson, the third baseman. Strike one swinging. One out, runner on third. Watchdogs have put up 6 runs in this half of the inning. Kaylee gets one popped up to the pitcher, so that'll be the second out of the inning, so F1 for the second out. We're back through the lineup. Ivy Kaiser got this started, so we will adjust the scorebook and move columns over here. Extenuation of the second inning. See it off. Nope, does not hit the roof. High fly ball to second base. That's going to be the third out. So bat around plus one more. Ivy Kaiser will need to put her catching gear on. It's going to be a little bit longer turnaround. But F4 for the third out. For Sioux Falls Christian, it'll bring up Roskup, Spader, and then top of the lineup, O'Neill in the top of the third. Be right back. Ivy Kaiser, quick put on of the catcher's gear. She's set up and ready to go for Sioux Falls Christian. Bring up number 14. I got to get the roster here. 14 is Mulder. Didn't have her on the lineup. They must have made a substitution I didn't see. So number 14, Mulder. Foul ball. They did make a shift in rotation earlier when they did move Roskup out of the pitching position. I know some people moved around. Might have been when they announced and brought in Mulder. Mulder squares around to bunt. Going to go foul. Grabbed by Ashlyn Olson quite quickly. She was there. Should that have stayed fair, would have had a pretty good opportunity to make a play. No balls, 2 strikes here to Mulder. Top of the third. Swinging, strike 3. So another strikeout for Lorvik for the first out. Left-handed batter, number 4, Spader, the left fielder. We've seen her kind of walk up or run up and do a slap hit. We've seen her kind of stay in there and take a full swing at it. We'll see what Spader brings here against Lorvik in the top of the third. Yeah, she was looking kind of more of a slap approach. Lorvik puts one in the turf. 1 ball, no strikes. Swinging, strike 1. Gets the slap hit. Gonna score easily, no play. So nice job by Spader. Sticks that bat out, kind of gets that running slap hit, pounds it down into the ground towards third base. And she's pretty quick on her feet, so no play at first base. Good idea to just hold on to it. So now with 1 down, we're to the top of the lineup. Brings up number 2, O'Neill, the shortstop. Spader on first with a single. Fouled back at a play. Good pitch there from Lorvik. Gets O'Neill chasing. No balls, 2 strikes to O'Neill. Spader still on first. I think we maybe saw an early challenge to Kaiser on the bases. Don't think we've seen too many really challenger here. Of course, Watchdogs have played pretty clean. They gave up no runs against Flandreau, and they gave up no runs versus Sioux Valley. That's a little pop-up. It's kind of no man's land. Who's going to cover it? Going to get the lead player, lead runner at second. She did pick it up, so do get the lead runner. So nice job by Kaylee Iverson as Harley Koth was coming over, trying to make the most out of a ball that kind of landed right between them and then had a ton of spin on it. So Spader is put out on the 3-6 put out for the second out. O'Neill reaches on a fielder's choice. Brings up Nelson. She watches the first strike. Kaiser popped up quickly, looked down to first. Spader was kind of challenger there with the leadoffs. Now it's O'Neill. Nelson swinging strike. 2 down. O'Neill on first, Nelson up to bat. Count of no balls, 2 strikes. Appreciate you tuning in to Watchdogs Live, Dogboard Entertainment. Jared Olson here on the call. Swinging strike 3. So Lorvik picks up the 3rd out and 2nd strikeout in that inning. Sioux Falls Christian strands 1 and gets no runs. So after 2.5 complete, it's Beresford 8, Sioux Falls Christian 0. For the Watchdogs, coming up in the bottom half of the 3rd, it'll be Valder, Ashlyn Olson, and then top of the lineup, Reese Olson. All right, Taven Valder steps in to face Van Santen. Gets a chopper towards second. Going to get a play at first. Retired Valder on the 4-3 putout for the first out. Up to bat, number 2, Ashlyn Olson, the 3rd baseman. We referenced Hallie Livingston earlier in one of the previous games, and then I stepped out in the lobby quick when Easton covered one of the games for me. I got a slice of pizza and kind of walked over by the Beresford team, and there sat graduate, alumni, Hallie Livingston. So it's good to see and visit with her quick. Appreciate her coming over to watch the team. Dead ball. Ashlyn takes that one off of the knee or leg. It's a dead ball, so she's not going anywhere. She was going down the line like she was going to look and round that into second base, but she will take first on a hit by pitch. Brings up the center fielder, Reese Olson. Reached on a base on balls. Then was thrown out in the first on a 1-3 putout. Gets a hot shot out to right field. Going to allow Ashlyn Olson to turn and go 3. Reese looks, going to tempt him to see if they can do something. Nope. Get it into the pitcher, so nice job by Reese getting a single. She pulls a lefty. She pulls it into the right field gap. Ashlyn Olson moving over to third base. Brings up Keely Merrigan. Hit by pitch on her last at bat, a base on balls on her first, so she's looking to make some contact. She's more of a get up there and let's hit the ball kind of girl. Big swing on the first pitch. Fouls that one back. I think I've worked a scrimmage where she was hit by a pitch once and tried to tell me she wasn't. Got jammed, gonna land in the gap. Sioux Falls Christian had the play at second base. Reese was in no man's land, tagging up. Sioux Falls Christian made the play at first, so Keely Merrigan, we're going to give a single there. Reese Olson moves to second. Ashlyn Olson scores, so another one on the board for the Watchdogs brings up Kennedy Merrigan. She fouls one back, strike one. Trying to go back through what we did with her. She had the triple in the second inning. That is a ball. Good block there by, so we still have Dittman back here. Yeah, Dittman's still back here, so good block by Dittman, keeping the runners at first and second. Kennedy Merrigan, big cut on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now as that went foul. Still a fair number of fans. Beresford, I know, brought a good following. I'm assuming West Central did as well. They're kind of chilling out in the right field area, getting ready to loosen up. That pitch is low. Oh, we're gonna get an obstruction call there. Reese had herself kind of caught up there and bended. A little weird. She's kind of working that ankle. Hopefully that's okay. Yeah, she's rolling the ankle a little bit. We'll see what she indicated to coach. She's okay. Didn't see everything that transpired there, but it wasn't the prettiest move into third base. Kennedy is struck out by Van Santen. Okay. Kate Dagan did substitute in for Capri Molinex. Capri Molinex is now going to re-enter the game in that 4 slot, so that's her 1 re-entry back into the game. That pitch is high. Again, Reese Olson at third, Keely Merrigan at second. 2 down. With Capri Molinex at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Good catch by the shortstop. So F6. That will put an end to the little rally that was started there, or run. Watchdogs do put on 1 more, so that's now 9-0. After 3 complete, so we go to the top of the 4th. Sioux Falls Christian will be bringing up Van Santen, Blanchard, and Dittman. We are in the top of 4. Up to bat, number 1, Van Santen. She's currently been doing the pitching. Started out at third base. Swinging strike 1 against Lorvik. Going to send that one over to third base. Sends it over to Kaylee Iverson. So good play from Ashlyn Olson over to Kaylee Iverson. Brings up number 22, Blanchard, the first baseman. Going to send that to the shortstop. gets through, so going to be a hot shot, whether it's a hit or we're going to probably chalk it up to an error here. Looks like maybe she had a decent chance to field it. Contact was made. I did look at my iPad screen to change cameras to try to get a play at first. So we're going to give Blanchard reaching on an error, brings up number 8, Dittman. That pitch is high, ball 1. Shot, that's going to be a single out into right field from Dittman. Watchdogs get it in quickly, allowing Blanchard to go to second. Dittman with a single, bringing up Reitz. So now 1 out, runners on first and second. Brings up left-handing Reitz. Chief turns around and tries to get a bunt down. A couple different height changes there, just couldn't quite get on it. Blanchard back to second, Dittman back to first. Reitz with a count of no balls and 1 strike against Lorvik. Lorvik with the delivery. Going to come back to the pitcher. She's going to look at third, going to try to get the out at first. Called safe. Looking to get the lead runner. Just took a little too much time, and Reitz did a nice job getting down the line. So we're going to say reached on a fielder's choice. Now bases are loaded with 1 out, and Connell, number 3, the right fielder, up to bat. That pitch is up just a little bit. Again, bases loaded, 1 down. Connell up to bat. Nice job by Kaiser, stopping the ball. Don't need anything getting by at this point. 2 balls, no strikes. Strike 1 called. Lorvik finds the zone. 2 ball, 1 strike, says home plate umpire Mike Moran. Swinging, strike 2. Lorvik elevates a little bit on that one. Gets Connell chasing. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 4th. Beresford leads 9-0 in a 5-inning game. It's going to be a shot. It's going to get down the right side. It's going to score a couple. Ball does get in, so that's a double for O'Connell. Sends Reitz to third, scores Blanchard, and it scores Dittman. So now with 1 down, runners at second and third after the stand-up double from Connell. Brings up 14 Mulder, swinging strike 1. Swinging strike 2. One down. Runners on second and third. No balls, 2 strike count here to Mulder. Top of the 4th. In a 9-2 game. Just missed the mark. Really close there. Catcher Ivy Kaiser kind of framed it up. Just couldn't quite buy that one. Good pitch there from Riley Lorvik down low. Mulder chased it, and it's another K for Lorvik. Second out of the inning, probably more importantly. And it brings up the slap-hitting lefty, number 4, Spader. It's kind of typically gone towards third base, out there about 10, 12 feet. Ball kind of catches right at the knee on the outside corner. Called strike 1 against Spader. That gets fouled back over top of us. Now it's no balls in 2 strikes against Spader. Little slap over foul ball that goes over into the Sioux Falls Christian team camp dugout area. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, runner on third. 2 out. Lorvik with the advantage here. That one's outside and low. Get another good block there by Ivy Kaiser. This is her 3rd game behind the plate today as well. Dittman, I've seen work behind all of those games. So. Slap, hit, miss, so strike 3. 3rd out, so Lorvik picks up another K. Watchdogs get out of there, giving up 2 runs, so now it's Sioux Falls Christian 9. Excuse me, Beresford 9, Sioux Falls Christian 2, as we head to the home half of the 4th inning. For the Watchdogs to bring up Koth, Iverson, and Kaiser. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Quick turnaround. Again, we're approaching the 9:20 zone here. Watchdogs had their first pitch at 9 a.m. this morning. Good contact. Nick, the light guard, then did actually go foul. So. One ball, 1 strike here to Koth. That pitch is a little high. Van Santen still on the mound in relief here in this game. I think we picked up a fan over there in one of the cameras. Strike called. Might have been somebody I recognize. Shot up the middle, Koth with a single. Good leadoff at bat for the junior Harley Koth. Took a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Took a shot kind of around the handle of the bat and sent it back up the middle. She gets a visit from Sydney Nelson on first. Kaylee, good cut there, just fouled it back. Strike 2 called. No balls, 2 strikes. Good contact, chance to run it out here. Going to get the out at first. So 4-3 put out for the first out of the inning. Moves Harley Koth over to second, so she's now in scoring position. Brings up the catcher, number 24, Ivy Kaiser. Okay, good looking pitch. Kaiser held off and watched it. No balls, one strike here to the catcher, Kaiser. Chases one a little high there for strike two. There she got one. She can bloop into the gap. Koth is just going to round and go. It gets away from the left fielder. They throw it back to the cutoff person, Ivy Kaiser. Not so gracefully slides into second, and I think everybody's having a good laugh over that one as well. She appears to be okay, so that is good. So Ivy Kaiser will get a single. She'll take second. Harley Koth comes in and scores from second base. As Ivy is the catcher, we've got a courtesy runner. Taven puts the bunt down. Yeah, easily gets there. Harper Olson running, gets in there at courtesy runner for Kaiser. Hesitated and almost cost her, but she did on the stutter step come back and get a chance to slide into home. And then on that bunt single, Valder ended up taking second as the ball was getting thrown around. So now we're here to Ashlyn Olson. She fouls the first pitch she sees back. So Koth scores. Ivy Kaiser, with help from Harper Olson, comes around to score. Valder with a bunt single and then takes second. That pitch is high to Ashlyn. It's now 11-2. Inside pitch. One down, bottom of the fourth inning. Runner at second. 5-inning game here is the format in this tournament play. Early games were 7-inning games. This one's 5. Ashlyn Olson, good cut at it. Valder's taking third. Head for a slide, and she gets in there. Quickly onto her knees and then back up to her feet. So Valder in even better scoring position with only one out. Ashlyn fouls another one off. That one looked near the handle as well. Pitch is high. That should fill the count, I believe, at 3-2. Yep. Umpire does verify, looks at his clicker from his left hand, signals 3-2. Ashlyn gets a hold of that one. It's high fly ball. Tagging is Valder. So sacrifice fly brings in the run. Valder, so sac fly. F9, top of the lineup here. Brings in Reese Olson, the center fielder. No runners on. 2 out. Fouls that one up. Score is 12-2. Off-speed pitch falls short for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets a hold of that one, just misses the ceiling. Left fielder does come in and catch that one for the 3rd out. So F7 will retire Reese Olson. Get the Watchdogs out here through the bottom half of the fourth. So 3 runs that half inning takes it to 12 runs to 2, 12 to 2. After 4 complete, going to the top of the 5th. All right, fans, welcome back. Watchdogs.live, Dogbowl Entertainment, Jared Olson on the call here. To bat, top of the order here for Sioux Falls Christian. It's O'Neill. It's the 5th inning. Strike 1 here to get things started. Semifinal pool championship game here. Beresford 12, Sioux Falls Christian 2. Ball is low. It'll be O'Neill, Nelson, and Van Santen. Fouls that one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swinging at a low pitch. Strike 3. She retreated to left the box and retreated towards her own dugout. So strikes out for the first out. Brings up Nelson. Fouls that up into the nets around the light. So that'll be a strike 1. Watchdogs can hold on to this lead in a 5-inning game. It'll be a 10-run rule after 5. Again, we'll do a quick, it's a ball. We'll do a quick break. We'll end this stream. We'll start a new stream on Game Changer for the Beresford Watchdogs and also on our YouTube page. So go to watchdogs.live or Watchdogs Live. Search for our YouTube channel. You'll find Game 8. Swinging strike from Nelson. Nelson, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, nobody on. Little pop fly to Koth. She looks like she's far enough back, just couldn't quite get a hold of it. Got herself back, was kind of getting returned around and just off her glove. Tough play, will grant Nelson a hit on that one. Van Santen up to bat. 1 down, runner on first. Ball 1 to Van Santen. Strike 1, swinging now. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is just a little high or maybe a little outside as well. Lorvik's being told from the dugout, keep working, go get it. 2 balls, 1 strike to Van Santen. Yes, inside corner, evens things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just caught the inside corner. Runner on first, 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got it, strike 3. One looked good from over here anyways. Brings up 10 Ks in this game for Lorvik. Chargers up to their last at bat here. Blanchard, number 22, the first baseman, reached on an error and had a base on balls, swinging in first strike. Again, just a short break between this game, pool championship, semi-championship, and then the actual championship game. Foul tip, so now Blanchard has 1 strike left here with 2 down. Top of the 5th in a 12-2 game. Got her looking. Good pitch from Lorvik, down and away. K looking, that's 11 Ks on the game for Lorvik. Watchdogs do give up their first 2 runs of the season, but overall another good defensive outing for the Dogs. Quick break, we'll be back with the championship game between the West Central Trojans and your Beresford Watchdogs.